Hello, my beautiful children. Welcome to a wonderful another day of math. Today we are talking about subtracting integers. Yesterday we talked about adding integers, and today we're going to talk about subtracting integers. All right, now, as a quick review, what are my two rules for adding integers? Yes, if the integers have the same sign, we add. If they have different signs, we subtract. Okay, same signs we add, different signs we subtract. And then with same signs we add and we keep the sign, and different signs we subtract and we keep the bigger sign. Okay, so those are our rules for adding and subtracting, or just adding. Those are our rules for adding, okay? Now, our rule, we have one rule when it comes to subtracting, and our rule for subtraction for a subtraction problem. Our rule is don't subtract. Okay, so when we're working on a subtraction problem, we actually don't want to do any subtraction. That's not the way we want to go about solving a problem like this. We're going to use the very mathematical term used by mathematicians all over the world, and I definitely didn't make it up. It is called cuckoo. And that is the official mathematical term. You have to say it in a higher pitched voice. It is called cuckoo. And cuckoo means keep, change, opposite. Keep, change, opposite. And that is the way that we want to solve a subtraction problem. Okay, so if I have something like -3 minus 10. -3 minus 10. If I have something like this, I want to cuckoo it. I want to look and say, all right, how can I solve a problem like this? And so I'm going to do my 3 steps. I'm going to keep my first value, keep it exactly the same. I'm going to change my subtraction sign to an addition sign. And in order to do that, I need to make my second number into its opposite. And the opposite of a positive is a negative. Now, I have an addition problem, and I go back up to my rules. And this addition problem, I have the same signs. I have 2 negative signs. So I have the same signs. I add my values, and I keep the sign. So I'm going to say, all right, well, now I just add my values. 3 plus 10 is 13, and I keep my sign. My answer is -13. Okay, so when it comes to subtraction, we don't subtract, we cuckoo. All right, don't subtract, but do cuckoo. We're going to be cuckooing all of the day today. Okay, so let's say I have something like 12 minus -9. 12 minus -9. Again, I don't like to have subtraction with negatives here. It's not a fun aspect of my life. So I'm going to keep my first value, change my operation to addition, but in order to change that operation, I have to make -9 into its opposite. And the opposite of -9 is +9. And now I have 12 plus 9. We know 12 plus 9 is 21. And there is our answer. Look at us go. We're so good at math. So proud of us all. All right. What if I had negative 37 minus negative 15. Negative 37 minus negative 15. Again, I don't want to subtract. My rule for subtraction is don't subtract. So I'm going to keep, change, opposite. Keep my first value. Keep this value. Change my sign from subtraction to addition. And in order to change my sign, I have to make this second number into the opposite. The opposite of negative 15 is positive 15. Or I can just erase this entirely. All right, now I have an addition problem with different signs. Right, here's my addition problem with different signs. Do you remember how I solve an addition problem with different signs? I go up here and I subtract, and then I keep the bigger sign. Okay, so I'm going to subtract these numbers. I'm going to say, all right, I'm actually going to have 37 minus 15, and I'll get a 2, and I'll get a 2, and I'll have the answer of 22. And my sign, since my 37, there's more value in 37, and that's my negative, I'm going to have my answer be negative 22. All right. What phrase do we need to remember when we're subtracting? Cuckoo! Keep, change, opposite. Keep first value. Change sign to addition. Opposite of second value. Those are our rules. All right. Practice this up a little bit, and I will see you all tomorrow where we will go over this a little more in detail. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your day.